Hey guys, it's Alex, and man, what a weekend. D23 dropped so many bombs on us. It is completely nuts. There are going to be so many new changes coming to Walt Disney World and the Walt Disney World properties in the next couple months to even years. It's going to be completely insane. I am looking forward to it. There's a whole lot to go over. And with me, I've got my partner in crime, my sister.
Hey guys, I'm Alicia, and we are starting up our own sort of hobby business. I don't know what it'll lead to, but right now it's just fun for us. And we have been visiting Disney World since, or I have anyway, since 1981, and Alex since about 87, the year of our births. And we really enjoy every moment of Disney World. Maybe one day we'll get to visit Disneyland, but we wanted to report with our first Explore the 256 is our Twitter handle, and we also have a YouTube channel now, so you'll have to check us out and all of our adventures. But today we're going to explore what's going on at D23 and all the new things coming to Disney World.
That being said, let's hop right into it. And I think probably the most excited people are getting for it is especially Hollywood Studios. Lots of changes. I mean, right now we already know that the park's basically about half gutted right now, making way for a bunch of whole new things. So let's talk on those first, and then we'll go through some of the other things. So in Hollywood Studios, the quickest thing that's changing, of course, we already have construction on Toy Story Land as well as Star Wars Land. But this one, they kind of popped in on us. They are actually going to be closing the Great Movie Ride as early as August 13th. So get your rides in quick. I'm one of those Disney nostalgia guys, so I'm actually a little bit saddened by this. But I do look forward to the future. I do trust the Imagineers, and I trust that they'll come up with something good. And what they announced seems like something pretty good. And it's going to be replaced by a Mickey and Minnie's Runaway Railway.
Runaway Railway.
Runaway Railway.
Runaway Railway.
That's going to be a hard one to say. In other words, it's going to be the Mickey ride. Yes. Mickey ride. Believe it or not, it's actually going to be their first real ride. I know you've got Philharmonica and that kind of stuff, but they've never actually had their own standalone sort of dark ride, track ride, that kind of thing. So that's pretty cool to think about. They're bringing in some new technology. They're calling it 2.5D from what I understand. So you're going to get to see some extra dimension without having to wear the 3D glasses.
I think the panels on that are going to move. So it seems like they're going to bring in panels that are going to switch and flip and do all kinds of different motions as you're going through. So that might be kind of interesting. We haven't seen that before. Yeah,
it looks pretty cool. And they haven't taken the cat out of the bag per se, as everything they're trying to keep secret. So I'm speculating here that this may end up being a trackless ride. They're getting pretty fond of using those, especially in some of the parks in Asia and in France as well. And to me, the way the story sounds, it seems like the passengers are going to be joining them on an adventure, but they're going to be going to a movie premiere for this film. So I think they're going to be keeping the Chinese theater. That's what I think. I think they're going to keep the Chinese theater, and I think from there we're going to be joining them at a debut. So that's my speculation.
That sounds pretty cool.
We'll see. We'll see. I don't think they're going to get rid of the Chinese theater because that is Hollywood Studios. That's been there for forever, and I just don't think they get rid of it. We did get an opening day opening time frame for Star Wars or Toy Story Land. We got opening time frames for both, but a more specific one for Toy Story Land. So it's going to be opening in summer of 2018. So literally right around the corner.
Yes, I'm excited about that. And I'm really excited about the Slinky Dog ride. Now, what I like about the Slinky Dog ride, I'm not really sure. Have they released the height requirement for that yet?
They have not.
But it looks like it'll be pretty smooth going, nothing too crazy.
Yeah, it'll definitely be family friendly.
Family friendly, just like the Mickey Runaway Railway.
Yes. It is going to be launched. I do know that. It is going to be a launch coaster experience, but I wouldn't expect it to be too wild of a ride. I wouldn't expect, say, Rock and Roller Coaster experience. And another cool thing that I don't know if they've made public yet or not, but they're going to be moving the entrance from Toy Story Mania to actually be entering from Toy Story Land. So you kind of keep within the theme and keep within the experience. So once you're in Toy Story Land, all of your experiences will be there. So that's pretty cool. That's pretty cool.
Very cool.
And then, of course, the one that everybody is looking forward to is Star Wars Land, which we do have an official name now, the Galaxy's Edge. So kind of took a little while for it to sink in with the name. I don't know if I'm very fond of it, but the more I hear it, the more I see it, the more I kind of like it. And we did get an official opening of 2019, Disneyland. They are the special ones. They're the originals, so they get theirs first.
That's okay. Yeah, another sad face.
Sad face. And they did announce a lot of cool stuff that's going to be there. So a lot of people, once again, this nostalgia people, they'll remember Rex from the first incarnation of Star Tours. He was the pilot of the ship. When they redid it not too long ago, I think is it 3PO is the pilot now, or he's your guide.
He sure
and
is.
So they're bringing back Rex, and he's going to be the DJ in the cantina. So look for a lot more
so cool.
campy stuff, campy Star Wars stuff out of that. So it really made a lot of people happy, especially when they announced that at D23. The nostalgia people went nuts.
I mean, the Millennium Falcon, like life size. I'm just excited about that.
And you get to drive it.
That is like amazing. Yep. That's really cool.
It's going to be really cool. And like they said, they're going to have a Millennium Falcon ride where you drive it. And then there's going to be a ride based on a battle between the First Order and the Resistance. So that's going to be interesting to see. And the experiences are going to be interactive and immersive to the point where when you're driving the Millennium Falcon, if you score well, you'll get those I guess you could say the notoriety for being a good pilot or a good shooter or something. So you walk into the cantina, and when you scan your magic band, they'll be like, "Oh, Alex, you're the best fighter pilot we've had here all day." And so it kind of adds to the immersion. So,
and then they'll be like, "Oh, Baba, you're the best pilot we've had all day."
And the same thing goes for if you're a bad pilot, they'll let you know about it. There's evidently going to be bounty hunters that if you wreck the Millennium Falcon, they'll be coming after you to get those credits back, those galactic credits.
That'd be pretty funny. Let's show everybody a picture. I'm showing everybody a picture right now, or the concept art for the Millennium Falcon there. That looks pretty cool. It's almost like you're really like in the cockpit there, like you're sort of surrounded by all the buttons and what would be in the aircraft, if you will, or the spacecraft. It's really, really kind of a neat thing. And I was falling down on my job. I want to go back to that Toy Story Land picture, concept art picture there. And that's just one that they released on D23. And you can see the Slinky Dog there and all of the colorful things.
Mm-hmm. That I believe the theme is it's supposed to be the Woody's or Andy's backyard. I think that's going to be the theme.
It's almost
is that what I'm understanding?
Yeah, and it's almost like the toys were just kind of like dropped into the land. Like know, Andy's been playing, and
you can tell that the backdrop or the forced perspective of what they're trying to make you see is the backdrop is the fence of the backyard.
Oh, it's very cool. Very cool.
That'll be cool to see how they theme that. I'm looking forward to that.
Disney does such a good job of like hiding everything. Like when you go to Hollywood Studios now, you do not see any of this. Like when Pandora was being built, we couldn't really tell what was going on, and they do such a well job of covering everything up, and you don't really see it until it's released. So I'm really pumped about how they're going to stage that in the background. That's really cool. So shooting us back forward to that Millennium Falcon and.
Oh yeah, and they're going to have many more Star Wars characters you're going to get to interact with in the land. Awesome. They've already mentioned Poe Dameron. They've mentioned BB-8. You probably will end up getting a meet and greet with Rey and some of the other ones. And what I'm really excited about are the roaming droids. I really enjoyed trading with the Jawas. Yes. Last time I was at Hollywood Studios, I drew them a picture of a little Jawa guy, and when you handed it to them to trade, they just got so excited. So I'm looking. I really like the interaction you can have with with the Jawas. So I think the droids will probably be pretty fun too, because you walk up to them, you talk with them, and they'll beep back to you back and forth. It'll be fun. It'll be fun.
Very cool. Very cool.
And another one that they did confirm, another thing they did confirm is the actual Star Wars hotel resort immersion experience.
Yes, and oh my goodness, I'm showing the picture of that right now too. The concept art for that.
Yes, completely nuts. And it's not really I guess you could say it's an all-inclusive, but I'm going to say it's more an all-immersive experience.
Yes, for sure.
Because once you walk into those doors, you become your Star Wars character.
And if you just look, if you are a cosplay fan, now I'm not like humongous cosplay, but I do like to get dressed up every once in a while. And I'm going to tell you, coming up with your own character and being able to play the part for 2 days, that sounds like a lot of fun for a lot of people.
It does. It does. It really does. And the windows in the hotel are going to be basically screens that show either they're saying space, but if it's transitioning you from the Star Wars land to there, they could do like a Tatooine or something like that. One of the planets you could be on the if you get a certain suite, you could get the Tatooine suite or the Kashyyyk suite, and you could see that kind of stuff. That would be really cool. That would be really cool. Really and neat. Rumors are that this is not going to be a cheap experience at all.
No, you're going to have to save up a little bit. What is it, $650 for per night?
That's what I'm hearing, and then that's per person, and then for the first person it's $650, and additional people it's $200. But that's all rumor right now. That's nothing concrete. Disney has not confirmed that, but that's kind of what's floating around.
And I guess they don't want to have permanent residents because they're saying maybe even a maximum of 2-night stay only. So
right. So they want you to get in there. They want you to have your experience, and then they want you to kind of move on
to
what else it has to offer. Exactly.
What's coming next to the Magic Kingdom is something I'm really excited about. We are ready to see some new rides at the Magic Kingdom. After we had Seven Dwarfs Mine Train, and that came out, and that was really cool. But I'm telling you what, from Shanghai Disney, this concept art for Tron is going to be pretty sweet. So, I had planned for myself, hey, I've got to save my money to go to Shanghai. But now that this is coming out here at Walt Disney World, in our own backyard here, it's going to be pretty sweet. Now, they're not going to get rid of Tomorrowland Speedway, which I'm very excited about, because that's sort of a nostalgic type of thing for me. I have 3 children, so when I take my children there now, I like to kind of relive that with them, and them driving all crazy around the track. So I'm glad that they're keeping that. And you can see the concept art for where they're going to place Tron, which will be right next to Space Mountain.
Right. There's that kind of that back side entrance that takes you into Fantasyland, I believe, and the railroad kind of runs around it. So what they're showing is that actually there's basically a parcel of land that just has trees, and I'm pretty sure that's where they're hoping to put it. And so I'm assuming that you'll have to go over a ramp over the railroad, and that'll be the entrance there. It's going to be just tucked right next to Space Mountain. It's interesting to see that they're going to put 2 of their main e-ticket attractions so close to each other. Yes. Like literally, their 2 main roller coasters in the park, or their 2 main e-ticket attractions, will literally be right next to each other.
So while
right in the shadow of each other. So that'll be interesting to see. Right. Tomorrowland's going to be pretty hectic at Road Drop. I can tell you that.
So while everybody is waiting in line, go ride Big Thunder Mountain Railroad, because I'm pretty sure it'll be open.
Get your rides in on Splash Mountain, Thunder Railroad, that kind of stuff. Make you a fast pass for the others. It'll be fine. It'll be fine.
And another item that they're adding to the Magic Kingdom will be a new theater. Now, this is for theatrical performances. Let me go back. I'm getting too excited. This will be for theatrical performances. And I think I just lost it right there. Where did it go?
We shall edit.
There it is. Okay, so in the Magic Kingdom, you're going to walk in, and where you see Mickey's Mickey's town hall. What is it? Town Hall Mickey, and he's over there on the right hand side. There's a little alleyway there that leads people back if you're coming to a special event. And the rumor is that maybe some of the concept art's coming that it'll be kind of back there in that alley, and they're going to make way for that.
Right.
But we're not quite sure. So this will be a neat theater. They're going to run 7 different performances throughout the day. So you're going to be able to see Broadway level shows the entire day, hold about 2,000 people, and get out of the heat and enjoy a really nice show. Like we're talking Aladdin possibly on the list there, and that is pretty phenomenal. So
yeah, if you've ever seen one of the Disney Broadway productions, you know they know what they're doing.
Absolutely.
The Lion King, Beauty and the Beast, all of those have all been very, very, very well done.
Absolutely.
From Disney as Broadway production. So that's really exciting just to see something like that there. That's pretty big. That's pretty big.